And let us now invite Joshua to give his speech titled Beholden.
I need to adjust my hand nicely because the camera's going to be there. Fellow Toastmasters, guests, we are all very familiar with the word beholden. Beholden was the first word Clarity Toastmasters was introduced to. For those who are not sure of what the word beholden means, allow me to explain it. I met a respectable man several years ago. The first time we sat down, he asked me, Josh, what is the intrinsic value you provide to this world? I looked at him. I was stunned. I could not say a word. And this was the genesis of my journey towards self-discovery and personal development. Through this man, I met another one of his proteges, James. James and I hit it off really well from the start. 6 months later, we got into business together. We were just two young kids with a fancy dream and a whole lot of energy. And this man saw the need for leadership and took us under his wing. This was where I saw leadership in action. And I realized that it was actually possible to be a great leader, epitomizing altruism, coaching, and authority as leadership styles. My mentor connected with us on pathos, on ethos, on logos, taking genuine interest in us and developing us from the start. In this world where everybody is so busy trying to outdo each other, this man wanted to serve others. We always wondered, James and I, we always wondered why he never wanted to do certain activities, we might say. When he could earn so much more money, he had the tools, he had the skills, he had the context, he would have been filthy rich. You would not believe the expertise this man has. I remember it was a period of time where James and I found ourselves almost got our fingers burnt, and we found ourselves in a shady business we had no position to be in. Immediately, this man dragged us out of the dark, and he left us with this: if you do not have integrity, you have nothing. I knew I could not disappoint him anymore. And that was the time I saw he was an altruistic man, a man of ethics, and a man committed to building a community. A leader who leads in order to serve others. This was my first encounter with extraordinary leadership and mentorship, and I am grateful that he is my mentor. My mentor also, he taught us rapport building, negotiation skills, sales, branding, you name it, whatever, he had it. He was respected in every single room he stepped in. He was looked up to as a god of the business industry, and I am not joking. At the same time, he still invested his valuable time in us, building us up, and just to reiterate the point, we were nobodies. We were just two young kids with a fancy dream and a whole lot of energy. He challenged us in the most unconventional ways. He wanted us to be shameless. In association with him, there was no place for ego, only desire for growth. I hated it, but I knew I was not alone. He was there walking the journey with us. Years of experience and tons of practice later, I look back and I see how far I've come. All I can do is smile. Time and time again, James and I faced rejection. We got our faces slapped. We were annihilated by the real world. Two kids annihilated by the adults. We stood in front. However, during this time, my mentor, he stood in front of us all the time, leading by example. Every time we stopped, he pulled us forward. Every time we burnt out, he encouraged us. Every time we fell, he took out his phone and took a picture, posted it on Facebook. An unparalleled mentor he is. His mission is to influence the world and unlock human potential. How noble of a mission that is. He embodies the coaching style of leadership, something which many coaches even have trouble with. And this was my second encounter with exceptional leadership. Every few days, James and I met up with him for consult, or so we thought. He advised us not to engage in certain activities. But of course, we didn't listen. We thought we were too smart. He said that we need to learn this, we need to learn that, we need to learn this, we need to learn that, in order for us to begin our business. But we thought, hey, you know what? We are two kids with a lot of energy. We got a whole lot in front of us. Why not just start now? So many times we lost focus and dabbled into too many things, and bam, tragedy struck just the way he foretold. At other times, we engaged in businesses we had no experience in, and we were completely eaten by the world yet again, and bam, tragedy struck just the way we foretold. Months later, our company accounts were bleeding, and we folded, just the way he foretold. I got back on my feet as soon as I could and started again on my own, this time trusting 100% in him, listening to his advice, heeding his words. It was the price I had to pay for not having long-term goal, a long-term direction and clarity on my business direction. This was my third experience with exemplary leadership. Now I see the power of this authoritative leadership style, something that the world lacks. The world has authority, but not the leadership. And I am grateful that this mentor is my mentor. Being in association with my mentor and the environment he immerses himself in, I have come to realize that the altruistic, the coaching, and the authoritative leadership style, these three styles are the epitome of leadership styles, which the finest and greatest of leaders possess, all of which he possesses as well. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my honor to introduce my mentor, Mr. Vernon Lim. So, do you have a mentor? If you don't have a mentor, I advise you, please get one that can guide you. Thank you.
It's a fictional story, right?
It's true story, man. True story.
Fictional story here.